Welcome to 49 Sports Games. It's the 2023 NFL season headed into week number 14, and I've chosen an NFC East game to play. The Philadelphia Eagles are in Dallas to take on the Cowboys, two teams that are very much looking forward to going deep in the playoffs and hopefully making the Super Bowl. So I thought this would be a real good game to play. I'm going to play Quick Decks football. This isn't going to be a teach. There'll be a little bit of stuff in there. But this is just me playing the game, so you get a feel for how I play the game, and it gives me a chance to play a game, which I really enjoy doing too. Philadelphia has won the toss. They have deferred. They've kicked off. 85-yard kickoff through the end zone. Dallas will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now, there's a couple different ways you can play the game. One is you can call the plays and the players yourself. If you do that, though, you have to mind the game action card, because there will be, on this passing cell here, you have to make changes, modifiers based on that. Or you can call the plays and roll like a D20 and use the columns, which are the player selection columns. And that way you don't have to worry about the game action card. Or the third way to do it is just let the solitaire charts do it. And for Dallas is going to play a pass more. Don't worry about the aggressive right now. Someday I'll get some charts that make it seem that more aggressive means they're going to throw maybe a few more screens and a few more longer passes. But right now they're going to match up with a pass more. And Philadelphia is going to be doing a balanced when they get back on offense. So I'm going to have these solitaire charts call the plays and the player selection chart call the players. Dallas takes over 1st and 10. I'm going to roll 2 dice. You can always roll 3 to start with. And the third dice would be the defense's dice. But I'm just going to roll 2 to start with, so we get a little buildup of suspension here. The blue die is going to be the play. The white die is going to be the player from the player selection. Dallas takes over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. And let's see how the game goes here. We're going to start off with an intermediate pass. Dak Prescott looking for Jalen Tolbert. A potential penalty on the play, so we'll get that out there. His number is a 76. There's no other modifiers. And the pass is going to be complete for 8 yards. And now it's a penalty if they're rated 12 and above. Only Dallas is. Philadelphia's 11.4. So this is a penalty only if it's on Dallas. And it's actually a delayed game penalty. So that negates an 8-yard gain. It's a 5-yard penalty against the Cowboys offense. And they'll go 1st down and 15. And that says they are going to go back to an intermediate pass, actually the same play. Jalen Tolbert, his number is a 76. Pressure from the defense. Philadelphia is a 1 to 12. We're going to roll this. If it's a 1 to 12, it's an 11, so they get pressure. Let's see what the pressure is. It's a 6. Prescott's able to avoid the rush, so -8 to his passing, so that makes it a 68. Pass is still going to be complete. Yardage numbers are 37, and he gets those 5 yards back that he just gave up with the delayed game. So we got 4.5 of them back. So it's 2nd down now and 9.5. And now we actually have some time off the clock. 40 seconds. Okay, 2nd down, 9.5. It's going to be a medium pass. He is going to be looking for CeeDee Lamb. Why not? Another possible pressure from Philadelphia, and they managed to get pressure again. Getting some early pressure on, and this time they're actually going to get the sack. 1 to 5 is a sack. And that's a 10-yard loss. That's a biggie. So 10 yards back, and let's see who got the sack. You can turn these charts over, and we'll roll a D20. And number 9 on the sack is going to be Josh Sweat. Got the sack for the Eagles. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and a long, long ways to go for the Cowboys. 3rd down and just over 20. And you'll notice on these charts too, there's, and I will use this modifier chart. And once you played the game a few times, you want to start to add this in, because it helps the defenses out a little bit, because there's no defensive play calling in Quick Decks. You notice on these charts, there's some blue columns. That's to remind you that there is a modifier. So that's all those are for. Okay, and so they're just going to run a draw play. So they just took it easy. They're going to run a draw play to Tony Pollard. His number's 41. Plus 15 is a 56. No modifiers there. And he just picks up 3 yards on the run. So they kind of gave up a little bit there. And so it's going to be a quick 3 and out. on the Cowboys to start the game off, and they'll be punting the ball back to Philadelphia. Here's the kick. It's 14, and 14 is the number for the fair catch. It's not going to be a fair catch. It's a 52-yard punt. There is going to be a return. Let's see if we got any penalties or anything on the play. No. So a 52-yard kick, and Brittany Covey is going to return it 6 yards. So a 52-yard punt and a 6-yard return. So we're going 46 yards. 6, 10, 20, 30, 40. So the 36.5-yard line is where Philadelphia is going to take over. And a minute and a half gone is all here in the first quarter. And Dallas already had to kick the ball back to Philadelphia. Okay, the Eagles now, they're going to be using a balanced offense. And let's see what they start with. It's going to be an inside run for DeAndre Swift. It's 47 plus 5 is a 52. And that's an 8.5-yard gain. So nice run on first down for Swift. He picks up 8.5 yards. It'll be second down and 1.5 yards. You take a shot here. Let's see what they come up with. Nope, they're going to go right back to the same play. Give it to Swift again. And this time Swift manages just 2 yards. So he's going to get the first down. First down of the game. 2 yards out to the 47-yard line. And Philadelphia on the move right away, and they're going to keep running the football. This time it's going to be Kenneth Gainwell into the game. His number is a 33 plus 3 is a 36, and it's going to be an A, and the A is a 16-yard gain for Kenneth Gainwell. And a good start to the ground game for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's 16 yards. And one thing I'll note right now is that, and this is an optional rule that will become out soon. I haven't done it yet. But what I do is I take the team's offensive run number, Philadelphia is a 5, and the defense's run number, which Dallas is a 7, and take the difference and apply that to every run. And so this would be a -2. So Philadelphia's going to have a -2 on every run. Dallas, on the other hand, when Dallas runs, their offensive run's a 5. Philadelphia is an 8, so that's a -3. So that could come into play a couple times in the game, having those numbers 2 or 3 on their running number. But right now, Philadelphia's got a first down at the Cowboy 37-yard line. It's going to be an outside run, keeping it on the ground. This is Swift. 34 is the final number, and he goes nowhere this time. Cowboys string it out, and it'll be second down and 10. And that's going to be a medium pass, a first throw of the game for Jalen Hurts. And it's medium looking for A.J. Brown. That number's a 68. There's no pressure. Plus 5 is a 73. That's going to be complete for 16 yards, and he steps out of bounds. So Jalen Hurts connects with A.J. Brown on the first pass of the game, and the Eagles on the move here early down to the Cowboy 21-yard line. First and 10. Stretch run, DeAndre Swift. 44 minus 2 makes it a 40. Or 44 minus 2 makes it a 42, plus 3 makes it a 45. So it didn't change anything. It's just a 2.5-yard gain for Swift. Second down and 7.5. And they are going to keep it on the ground. Going back to Gainwell. He had that good gain the first time. And we got a potential run stuff for the Cowboys. So their defensive run is a 1-7. If they go there, no, they got an 8. They didn't get it. They don't get the run stuff. And it's going to be just 1 yard, though, for Kenneth Gainwell. Picks up a yard. So that's going to bring up third down. And they've got about 6.5 to go. No modifiers. So it's going to be a medium pass. He is looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert. Potential pressure from the quarterback. So it's a 1-5, a 1-7. The Cowboys are going to roll for it, and they get the pressure. So the Cowboys turn for pressure, and Hurts is able to avoid it, get the pass away, and it's a 61, minus 10 is a 51. So that pressure is now going to give them a chance to deflect the pass, and there's a 1-12. And they don't get the pass deflection, so that means it's going to be complete. So Goedert has it. The little N means it's for a CFL game. Here it's a -4, and 9 is just a 5-yard gain to Dallas Goedert. So after all of that, he's still going to be about 1.5 yards short of the first down. And so that'll bring up a 30-yard field goal for Philadelphia. And Jake Elliott, he's a 1-16. He'll give it a kick, and it's a 1-17. Uh-oh. He gets second chance. Does he get enough English on it? A 1-6, and it'll be good. And it's a 12, so it's not. So miscues for Philadelphia, a 3-and-out for Dallas. Oh, let's go on to the second drive. May as well keep things going a little bit here. Dallas didn't do such a good job on their first drive. Let's see what they're going to do. First down, it's going to be an off-tackle run. Tony Pollard, 37 minus 3 is 34, minus 8 is 26. Potential fumble. Needed a 1-3. There's no fumble. A +2 and a 1.5, so a 3.5-yard gain. So Tony Pollard made something out of that for the Cowboys. 3.5-yard gain on first down. Second down, 6.5. And they're going to keep it on the ground. And this time they're going with Rico Dowdle. 46, 58, 55. Another +2, a +4. So he keeps on pushing forward. They push the pile, and he picks up 12.5 yards, give him 13 yards. That's a nice little run for Rico Dowdle. And that's first down for the Cowboys, 12.5 yards, up to their 41-yard line. 1st and 10. And they are going to throw long. So Dak is back to pass. He's looking for Michael Gallup. It's a 55. Potential pressure is a 1-12. Pressure. 6 is going to be Prescott's able to get away from the pressure. So -8 is 57. Potential review on the play. Pass is complete for 34 yards. Michael Gallup with the big play. But now this could be a chance for Philadelphia to review. A 1-7, the play is going to stand as called. Philadelphia definitely going to try it, because if not, it's a 34-yard gain for Michael Gallup. A 1-7, and it's a 2, so the play is not going to get overturned. There wasn't enough data or video footage or whatever to overturn it. So Michael Gallup has a 34-yard catch and a first down for the Cowboys. And that's a little better second drive for them after going 3-and-out on their first drive. All right, Cowboys take over after the review process. So let's put a mark down here. Philadelphia is going to lose one of their challenges. They also lose a timeout for the first half. And going straight back to a long pass. It just worked for Gallup. Now he's going for Brandon Cooks, 59. Now we got another chance for pressure. This time a 1-14. And they get pressure. And this pressure is going to force Prescott out of the pocket. And he's actually going to take off and run. His running number is a 67. Woo, and a +30 is a 97. And there's a nice run by Prescott. He picks up 7.5 yards. And that'll be second down and 2.5 for the Cowboys. Using his legs to make things happen. Second down, 2.5. Medium pass, looking for CeeDee Lamb. It's a 71, and we have a potential odd play. So we're going to roll on the odd play chart. It's a 6. If the quarterback does not have a zone read player selection rating, well, Dak Prescott does. So for quarterbacks with it, he takes a snap, and he sees an opening. He can continue with the play as normal, but add +2 to any pressure. Or he can take off in a delayed draw, thinking there's some room up the middle. And I think he'll do that. So if so, roll a D12. So Prescott rolls a 4. His inside running number is +20. So he should have chosen right there. So his number inside is a 42, +20 is a 62. And then we're just going to turn it over, and a 62 is a 5-yard gain. So good call by Dak Prescott to get the first down to the Eagle 12.5-yard line. So sometimes those odd plays are kind of fun. 1st and 10 Dallas at the Philadelphia 12.5-yard line. Back to the ground. This is Dowdle. His number is 43, and that's a 7-yard gain. Nice little run. Second down and 3. And this time they're going to go outside. And this time is Deuce Vaughn is going to get the outside run. His number is 18, -3 is a 15 potential run stuff for the Eagles. And they are not going to get a run stuff, but let's see how they do here. Oh, he gets a 2-yard gain. So Deuce Vaughn picks up 2 yards. He's going to be half a yard short of the first down, or a yard short of the first down. Yeah, we got to be a yard short of the first down. 3rd down and a yard for the Cowboys. And this is going to be off tackle run going back to Dowdle. His number is 38. And a 3 gets a 3.5-yard gain. He's right to the goal line. So let's see if he actually made it in. Because he's at the 3.5. He gained 3.5 yards. He's right at the goal line. You look at their first down row here, and they're home. If they're on the road, it'd be 1 to 10, but they're home, so 1 to 12. So I'm going to roll this, a 1 to 12, and he has got a touchdown. And it's a 6. And Dowdle gets a 4-yard gain, or 3.5-yard gain for a touchdown. And the Cowboys are on the board. Let's see the extra point. Extra point attempt is up, and it's good. And Dallas leads 7-0. And so now they'll kick off to the Eagles. 18 is going to be an 86-yard kick. So that's right through the end zone, and Philadelphia will take over their 25-yard line. Well, let's see how they do on their second series of downs. We watched the Cowboys, after going 3 and out on their first series, march it down the field and get the touchdown. Big play, a 34-yard pass and run with Michael Gallup. Well, let's see how the Eagles respond. Missed field goal on their first possession, and they take over at their own 25-yard line. And it's going to be a medium pass. Jalen Hurts looking for Devontae Smith. So it's a 69 pressure quarterback and potential interception. So the quarterback is 4, 5, 6. A 1 to 6 they get pressure. And it's a 5 they get pressure. Boy, lots of pressure early. And the good news is he's going to take off and run. So there's going to be no interception check. And it's an 18, so he uses lower number. That's a 26. And that is going to be basically no gain at all. Jalen Hurts gets back to the line of scrimmage. He loses a half a yard. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10.5. And this is going to be a medium pass. Back to looking for the tight end, Dallas Goedert, 69. Again, another quarterback, a 1 to 6. This time they don't get pressure. 69 pass is complete for 10.5 yards, and he's right at the first down marker. So we have to do that same thing we just did at the goal line. And Philadelphia, because they're on the road, they're a 1 to 10. So 1 to 10, they get the first down. It's 11. Oh, they're just inches short. So it's now 3rd down and inches. And you know what? Football is a game of inches, right? So what are they going to do? There's one play they could try a quarterback sneak, but I think they're just going to try and run a play. On 3rd down and inches, they are going to go to a short pass. Maybe try and fool everybody. Go back to the tight end, Goedert. There's nothing happening there, but the pass deflection for Dallas is a 1 to 12, and it's a 15. They don't get it. And that's going to be a 3-yard gain for the tight end, Goedert, and that's a 1st down for the Eagles. So a couple of chances for Dallas to get that drive stopped before it got started. But Philadelphia has it at their 38, their 1st down. This is an outside run. This is DeAndre Swift, and a pickup of, 10.5 yards before he steps out of bounds. So a nice run by Swift. Both teams have run the ball pretty well here early in the game. I'm going to guess that's going to change as the game progresses, because these teams have got pretty good defenses. We might see some run stops along the way. Okay, back outside. This time it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he's a 32, plus 5 is 35. And that's an A. Boy, they're just turning over all these great cards. And there's a 12-yard gain for Gainwell. His second 10-plus of the game already. And we haven't even made it out of the first quarter yet. 1st down, Eagles. Into Cowboy territory, just inside the 40-yard line. That's 1st and 10. Back outside, run. This is Swift trying to get around the corner. Potential run stuff for the Cowboys. They need a 1 to 7. This time they get it. And I have a chart here that shows that when you get the run stuff on an outside, you're going to roll the D12 again and roll the 2. So it's a 4-yard loss. So a nice tackle out there for the Cowboys. And we can also roll this here and see who got the tackle for loss. It's a 6. And that is DeMarcus Lawrence. So Lawrence comes in, shoots a gap, makes a play, drops Gainwell for a 4-yard loss. And that is actually the end of the first quarter. So Dallas with a 7-0 lead over Philadelphia. And well, we're going to carry on with this drive. It's 2nd down and 14 to go now for Philadelphia. 2nd down and 14. They're going to try a medium pass looking for A.J. Brown. There's modifier, so 68 minus 10 is a 58. Potential pressure is a 1 to 10. They get pressure. And so there's a potential also fumble bad snap. So Jalen Hurts fumble rating is 1 to 3. Because they got pressure, he add 2. So let's see if he fumbles first, 1 to 5. He does not fumble. Let's see what the result of the pressure is. A 20, that's going to be Jalen Hurts taking off and running. And 16, he gets the lower number again, 26. And that will be just a 2.5-yard run for Jalen Hurts. And so that's going to bring up 3rd down now and 11.5 for the Eagles from the 41-yard line. It'd be a 58-yard field goal, so definitely within Jake Elliott range. You might actually consider that. Let's see what they're going to do. 3rd and 11. And you're going to throw long, looking for A.J. Brown. It's going to be 48. No pressure pass is going to be a potential. Their pass rating is 1 to 8. Potential deflection of 1 to 8. And it is passes deflected away from A.J. Brown. So Philadelphia gets into Dallas territory. And now it's decision time. Do they want to try the field goal? This will be a 58-yard field goal. Jake Elliott, 1 to 16. I think that's pretty good odds. It's a long field goal. If he misses it, they're going to give Dallas pretty good field position. But a 59-yard field goal even for Jake Elliott. 1 to 16. The kick is up, and it is good. So he missed from 30, and then he makes from 59. Go figure. And he gets Philadelphia on the board at 7 to 3. Okay, the Eagles are going to kick off. And now we'll come back, and hopefully the game's still close in the 4th quarter, and we'll pick it up then. So we jump ahead to the 4th quarter now, and it has been a good game. You know, Philadelphia scored a touchdown with just over a minute to play in the first half. Jalen Hurts, he connected a 4-yard touchdown pass to DeAndre Swift. The extra point, though, went to the odd play chart, and it hit the upright and didn't go through. So that put them up 9-7 at the time with 1:05 to go in the first half. Dak Prescott then, he led in that 1:05 Dallas down, and he hit CeeDee Lamb from 28 yards out with basically 10 seconds to go in the half to put Dallas back up 14-9. In the 3rd quarter, there was a big interception thrown by Jalen Hurts in the end zone. And I'm trying to remember who it was. It was, an interception was made by Malik Hooker. Made the interception for Dallas in the end zone. Dallas goes back down. They get a touchdown. And that was a 6-yard touchdown pass to Tony Pollard from Dak Prescott. That put Dallas up 21-9. Philadelphia, though, has just come back and scored a touchdown of their own. A 5-yard touchdown pass to Olamide Zaccheaus. And they went for the 2-point conversion. They failed it the first time. Dallas was offside, so they got a chance to do it again. And it was a pass to DeAndre Swift. And that sets up where we're at right now. It is 21-17 for Dallas. We're just underway, 1 minute 50 seconds into the 4th quarter. And, well, here we go. Let's see this game through to the finish here. It has definitely been a good one. Dallas has punted 3 times. They haven't had to punt in the second half. And they lead by 4 right now. And let's see what they're going to do. It's going to be an outside run to Rico Dowdle. And he is going to pick up an extra 2 yards and an 8.5-yard run for Dowdle. Real nice first down run. That's second down in the 1.5 yards. That really opens up the playbook for the Cowboys. Second down, 1.5 yards. They're going to keep it on the ground, though. This will be Tony Pollard on a stretch run. And that is going to end up being a 3-yard run for Pollard and enough for the first down. 12th first down of the game for the Cowboys. So they go 1st and 10. It's 35 seconds off the clock. And here we go. Back to pass is Dak Prescott. He's looking for Tony Pollard in an intermediate length pass. We have a potential penalty and pressure using the quarterback rating, and that is going to be a 5, 6, 7, 8. We rolled a 6, so they get pressure, and the pressure is going to be a sack. Remember, there is a penalty potential, so it's a 5-yard loss. It's a penalty of 14 plus. It was only against Dallas. It would have been an intentional grounding if it was incomplete. Well, it wasn't any of those because he was sacked, and Philadelphia, of course, more than happy to take the sack. That's their 4th sack of the day. And yeah, let's see who got this one. This sack goes to Jalen Carter. So his first sack of the day. 4 different Flyers have been playing hockey lately. Eagle defenders in on the sacks today. So that's going to bring up second down now and 15. Oops, let's see. 2nd and 15 is going to be a medium pass. He's looking for Jalen Tolbert. So it's a 56, another penalty marker down, more potential pressure. And they do get pressure again. And this time it's going to be a check down. Tough one because they're 2nd down and long. It's going to be 3rd and long if they do a check down. They'll maybe try and force the pass here. So it was 66 to Tolbert, but there's a modifier of 10, so it's 56. And then 46-36 because of trying to force the pass, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Let's see what the penalty is. And the penalty is actually going to be pass interference against Philadelphia. Ouch. And we're going to be a 12-yard penalty against the Eagles. Just their 3rd penalty of the game. And that's going to give Dallas a first down. We go up 12 yards. And it's a 43.5-yard line. 1st and 10 Cowboys. Okay. Well, it's a big break for the Cowboys. We're going to do an inside run. This is Tony Pollard. And Pollard's run is going to be 6 yards. Nice little run by Pollard, who had 12 yards in the first half. And he's got 15, so he's got 27 yards now in the game. 2nd down and 4. And they're going to keep it on the ground. It's going to be a stretch run back to Pollard. It's going to be another 30 to 39, so it's a 4.5-yard gain. So Tony Pollard with a 4.5-yard gain, and that is enough for a Cowboy first down. So they run their way into first downs. And got a nice little drive going. See if they can keep it going. Wow, almost going to throw a long pass, but they checked out of it there. Just kicked that dice over at the last second. That's going to be an off-tackle run to Pollard again. Potential fumble is a 1-3. Nope. And it's a 2-yard gain for Tony Pollard. 2nd down and 8 now for the Cowboys. 2nd down and 8, and they're going to throw an intermediate pass. Dak looking for Brandon Cooks. It's a 78. Pass is going to be incomplete, only if he had a star or a plus. So incomplete to Brandon Cooks. Brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Cowboys. 3rd and 8. They're going to throw a medium pass looking for CeeDee Lamb. It's going to be 61. Potential pressure from the defense. Theirs is a 1-12, but there's a modifier because it's 3rd and 10. So Philadelphia gets pressure, and it's just going to modify the pass so Prescott's able to get away from it. So it was 71, 61, minus 8 is a 53, and that is incomplete. If it wasn't for the modifier, it wasn't for the pressure, they would have had a chance to complete it on a 50-50 ball. But that pass is going to be incomplete to CeeDee Lamb. And what are they going to do now? Well, this would be a 61-yard field goal. I guess that is within Brandon Aubrey's range. Well, it'll be 8 yards, it'll be 62-yard field goal. So it would be just outside. So they are going to punt the ball, and they're going to do a pooch punt. And they're going to do both a pooch punt and a punt to corner. just because they're going to have too many yards here. You'll see how this works here. So the punt is going to be a 10. It's a 51-yard punt. And then -6 because of the modifier there. So that's 45. And then another -4 here is 41. So it's a 41-yard punt. So that's at the 3-yard line. As Philadelphia is just going to do a safe return. And that return is going to be, let's see here. It's going to be a 7-yard return. So not a bad return for Philadelphia. That gets them out to their own 10-yard line at least. And that's where they're going to start, 1st and 10. And they have a chance to take the lead again. Well, for the first time, did they even have the lead at the start of the game? Yes, they did. They had a lead towards the end of the first half. All right, so we're going back to the balanced offense for Philadelphia. 9:35 to go. They're going to put it on the ground, and this is going to be DeAndre Swift. And he is going to go for 2.5 yards. A couple of yards. He had 31 yards in the first half. There's 41, 50. He's got 55 yards so far today. He picks up just 2 right now. 2nd down and 8 for the Eagles. This is going to be an intermediate pass. Hurts is looking for Kenneth Gainwell. Gainwell's been very busy today. Potential penalty. Pass is complete for 4.5 yards. And the penalty on the play is holding against the offense. And they'll, of course, accept that. That's going to put him back 6 yards because it's half the distance to the goal. Still be 2nd down. 2nd down and 14 now from their own 6. 2nd down and 14. And he is going to throw it deep, putting it up for Devontae Smith. There's a 39. There's a modifier, so that's a 29. Oh, and look at that. It is complete. Devontae Smith has got it. This is going to be a big play for them. That's going to be 37, 51-yarder. So Jalen Hurts finds Devontae Smith for 51 yards. There's how you get out of your own end. What a huge play. 7, so that's the 57-yard line. So that is down to the Dallas 43-yard line just like that. Wow. You got to just pull the right card at the right time and, well, have a good receiver like Devontae Smith. So Hurts hooks up with him. 1st and 10. He's going to go right back to the air, this time looking for Dallas Goedert. And 56, that's going to be complete. 103. It's a B. It says it's a B. He is a B. And that B is going to be 42 plus 3 is 45. That is a touchdown. So Goedert's yardage number is 93 plus 10 from the modifier. Says added 3 onto that to the B, which was 42 plus 3 is 45. He needed 43. Wow, talk about quick strike. That's what the Cowboys did to Philadelphia at the end of the first half. So Philadelphia goes 94 yards in 2 plays, and they now have a 2-point lead with the extra point. And the extra point attempt is up, and it is good. And so that's going to be a 3-point Philadelphia lead here in the 3rd or 4th quarter. We got 8 minutes left. All right, Philadelphia kickoff, and that is going to be through the end zone. So the Cowboys will start at their own 25-yard line. Wow, what a fun back and forth game. I can only hope that Sunday night's game is going to be this good to watch. All right, 1st and 10. Dak Prescott, he's going to go back to pass, trying a medium pass, looking for CeeDee Lamb. So 71, 76 is going to be a complete pass for 13 yards. This could be one of those games that comes down to the last possession. Whoever gets the ball last is going to be the winner. 1st and 10, Cowboys. I don't know if I gave them their first down. There it is. That's their 15th. They're going to go a stretch run. This is Deuce Vaughn, and he is going to lose 2 yards. He's had a couple of those today. 2nd down and 12 for the Cowboys. And they are going to go deep. Dak going to take a shot, looking for Brandon Cooks. There's a modifier, so it's a 30. We got a potential pressure. And they do get pressure, And it's going to be another sack, 5th sack of the game. This was a 7-yard loss. Boy, the Eagle defense is getting through to Zach. And let's see who gets that one. Back at the 29-yard line. This is going to be, the sack is Josh Sweat. That's his second. He got the first one of the game for Philadelphia. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down now. And very long. 3rd and about 20 yards to go. So they're just going to try a medium pass, see if they can get some yards back, and maybe CeeDee Lamb can break one here. Let's see, we got pressure coming again, and they get pressure again. And this time it's going to force Dak to run. And he's going to get his lower number, which is a 34. There's no modifier. You don't worry about run stuff right now. Oh, but it's an A. And an A run is 14 yards, so he gets some nice yardage back, but not enough for the first down. Be well short of a first down out at their own 43-yard line. And Dallas is going to have to kick the ball away. Time's starting to run a little bit thin here. Here's the kick. It's a 52-yard kick. It's going to come down the 5-yard line with a potential penalty on the play. It's returnable by Philadelphia. And they're actually going to lose 4 yards on it. What's he thinking? Trying to get outside. He's back at the 1-yard line. Let's see what the penalty is. The penalty is against the return team for an illegal block. Well, they're already at their 1-yard line, so that's where they're going to be. Wow. That's never a good thing when you have your punt returner running sideways when they're back near their own goal line. I guess he thought he'd get outside, and then he just avoided being in the end zone for the safety. So 1st and 10 Philadelphia at their own 1. 5:15 to go. What are they going to do? They're just going to run inside. This is DeAndre Swift. And he is going to get 2.5 yards. So he pushes it away from the goal line at least a little bit. So Swift with a 2.5-yard gain. 2nd down, 7.5. So right now we're down to 4 minutes and 45 seconds. And 2nd down and 7.5 for the Eagles. And Jalen Hurts, he's going to throw it. He's looking intermediate for Quez Watkins. Potential review on the play. Pass is going to be completed. And he picks up 4.5 yards. So Dallas doesn't want to. No, they'll save their timeouts right now. So 4.5-yard gain to Watkins. That's going to bring up 3rd down now and 3. All right, 3rd and 3 for Philadelphia. What do they pull out here? 3rd and 3. Jalen Hurts, he's going to throw an intermediate pass. He's looking for Gainwell. 83, nothing happening there. The pass is complete. He gets a nice modifier and picks up almost 10 yards. So Gainwell with a 9.5-yard gain, and that is a first down, 20th of the game. It came at a pretty opportune time. They're out at their own 17.5-yard line. First down. We're in the final 5 minutes. That's 7.5 seconds. And now the big decision for Philadelphia is, do you burn clock or do you keep running it because you might need to save some clock for yourself? Those are the tough decisions. Hurts, well, he's going to keep throwing the ball. This time he's looking for A.J. Brown, and we could have an interception. Interception is 1 to 4, is 1 to 5, is 1 to 4, 1 to 4, and this is intercepted. And it's an 11, so they got lucky. So the numbers of 57 is complete, and that's going to be a 7.5-yard gain for A.J. Brown. So they go 7.5 yards, 2nd down now and 2.5. And now I kind of feel like Philadelphia's going to take some more time. 2nd down and 2.5, and they're going to run inside, and this is going to be Boston Scott. 57, that's a 6, is 3.5 yards for Scott. So a 3.5-yard gain out the 28.5-yard line, and that's a first down. And now the Cowboys are going to have to start thinking about using some timeouts here. Dallas has got 2 timeouts left. They lost one earlier because they lost a challenge. Let's see, that was a 3.5-yard gain on a run, so that's 7.5 seconds. They could get this right down to the 2-minute warning unless the Cowboys use a timeout, and I think Dallas will use a timeout. So it's their second. They've got 1 left, and Philadelphia has a first down at their own 28.5-yard line, looking to run this one out. So right now they are on the balance. I guess I was using the pass more one. They have the balance. I wonder if they should go to a run. They're going to stick with balance because they're trying to run this game out. Well, they're going to go back to pass. This is going to be medium pass, looking for DeAndre Swift. There's a 73 potential pressure from the Cowboys, and they don't get it. The pass is complete for 4.5 yards, but DeAndre Swift goes out of bounds. So we should have announced first that we're going to stay in bounds. We didn't do that. So he goes out of bounds. So that's actually just 5 seconds. So 2nd down and 5.5 for the Eagles. 2nd down, 5.5. That's what they're going to do. And they will stay in bounds here. 2nd down, 5.5. It's going to be an inside run for Swift. So it's 47 minus 2 for the difference. So it's 45 minus 8. Makes it a 37. But he's running inside. He gets 8 back. That's a 4 minus 2 yards. So he picks up 5 yards. You don't have to worry about going out of bounds. So a 5-yard pickup for DeAndre Swift. That puts right at the, he's going to be half a yard short, isn't he? Yeah, half a yard short. Do the Cowboys want to use this last timeout? I think they do. They're going to take their final timeout and see if they can come up with a stop here. 3rd down, half a yard. This is pretty big for the Cowboys. 3rd and half. It's going to be an inside run. This is Swift. Again, he's staying in bounds. So the number is going to be a 38. There's no modifier there. And the 3 is a 3.5 yard gain for DeAndre Swift. And that's going to be a 1st down. And that is going to almost do it, I think. That takes it down to the 2-minute warning. Cowboys cannot stop the clock. So the Eagles, with a 1st down, yeah, they're just going to run it out, right? They're going to take a knee. So let's do that. Take a knee, see if there's a penalty or anything. There's not. So which is basically a yard. 10, 20, 30, 9.5. So that's a 1-yard loss. So I'm going to take another knee. And potential fumble on the quarterback is a 1-3. Oh, man. Are you kidding me? He fumbles it. Although there is a rule, it has to be a 1. The only way you're not going to get on these plays where it's the quarterback taking a knee, it's a 1. You have to roll a 1. They roll a 2. So that's just a 1-yard loss. And that's 10, 20, 30, 9.5. And they just do it one last time. Nothing happening there. And so that's it. That's the game. So a little bit anticlimactic, but wow, what a fun game. Philadelphia wins 24-21. Can only hope that the real game comes out this close and has this much fun and the good drama. Wow, there we go. Well, that was a fun game. I think Philadelphia kind of got lucky. I think it could have gone either way. Big difference in the game was Philadelphia was able to get to Dak Prescott. They sacked him 5 times, where Dallas did not sack Jalen Hurts at all. It'll be interesting to see if that is actually what's going to happen in the game. But, you know, it's a game that could have gone either way. I'm glad I played this one. I hope it plays out. A nice close game on Sunday night because I'll definitely be sitting back and watch it. So stay tuned for more. We'll be playing more as the season progresses. Thanks for watching 49 Sports Games.